So I am currently waiting. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Something I never realized when watching so many of these videos is how nerve-wracking it actually is just sitting and waiting for the phone call, or just waiting in general before your interview, because I've been like freaking out for the past 17 hours and I wish I were kidding. But yeah, so I'm waiting right now. It's 10:23. My appointment is set for 11, so that means it could come anywhere between 10:45 and 11:15. So I have like another 22 minutes or another 20 minutes or so until I get into that period, but I just wanted to do my intro now because I know some people were calm enough to film theirs like right before sort of thing, but I can't do that. I'd be way too nervous right now finding my phone could ring at any second. So my phone is right here. It's at 88% charge. 3 service bars, if that matters. I have headphones nearby in case I need to switch to headphones. And of course, literally, I'm not even kidding, it's 10:23, right? At 10 a.m. they started making like noise down there, and there's a truck right there. Luckily it's not too loud because I don't really have anywhere else I could go. Like, I'm in my dorm room, so I can't really go into the living room and expect people to just not go in because I live with 3 other people. So this is still the best option for me. I could at best go like to the other end of my room, which isn't much further, but we'll see. I don't think it should affect anything because I'm pretty sure that they'll still be able to hear me. I can hear myself talking right now. I can hear my laptop, so I don't think it's an issue. But didn't love that that happened. Of course, today of all days, right at this moment, kind of thing, and there's not much I can do about it. In terms of what I have prepped, I didn't do the whole crazy sheets of everything because I saw a lot of people on the Facebook group say that they were over-prepared and then actually ended up hurting them. So I didn't want to do that. Basically what I did was I found this document online that has like 100-something questions that could be possibly asked. And I looked at all of them. I didn't write down my answers for all of them. I just looked at them and I was like, can I answer this? Yes. And if it was something where I was like, it took me a minute to think about it, but I still didn't know, then I wrote it down. So I have only 4 of those index cards of like all the hundreds of questions, because for the most part I just want to be able to figure it out when it comes and be natural about it and not sound like a robot, because that could very easily happen if I write them down, sort of thing, even if I don't look at them and write them down. So I didn't do that. Besides that, on my laptop I have my work experience up that I put in the application just so I have that as a reference. And then I also have a document with my top 5 roles for each of the parks. I applied to Disneyland and Disney World, so I have both of those. There was a poll on Facebook with each of the interviewers' names that people have had so far, so I thought on the off chance that I can't hear my interviewer's name, even after I ask them to repeat it, I always double check with this, but I have like a notepad and a pen to write down their name and to hopefully mention it a few times, because like names are really important. It's not a make or break for the interview, I don't think, but if I can mention their name, I'd like to. And then I also have a page open about talking about greatest weaknesses. That's one of my cards actually, is talking about like my strengths and my weaknesses. I know how to talk about my strengths, but one of my weaknesses is talking about my weaknesses. So I didn't really know what to do for that. So I like wrote that stuff down ahead of time. I wrote down how would I handle an emergency ahead of time. Even though I know this one, I just wanted to like make sure I have it. Like 3 quick bullet, and these are all like bullet points, like not even like 2 to 3 lines for each one. Like, and then how would I deal with repetitive work days? And then the other one is last time I was a team player, and this one wasn't hard. It's not like I Googled this one because it's like from my own experience sort of thing, but I just needed a little bit more time to think about it than I thought, like than I did for any of the other questions that I saw on the list. So I was like, okay, well, if it's taking me this long under pressure, I feel like it would take me way too long. So I'm just gonna have it written just in case, and just have these here to reference if any of these questions come up. If they do, I can always look at them or not look at them. If they don't, great. And then also I have on here, I have a page that has like all the roles as option, like the earning page in the DCP website, so that if they ask questions about a role and for some reason I blank on the role or something like that, I can quickly click the link. And I have convention guide and recreation attractions open in separate tabs already. because I did apply for those, and those are the two that I'm least familiar with of all of them. Last night I like looked at every single one that I applied to. So yeah. And then besides that, what's also nice is that since I have my application up on here, I can also see like what I put for top interests for things and stuff like that. I put a lot. Like, for the most part, I'm interested in everything except for quick service, food and beverage, which I know is like a lot. So, because I saw like online that some people put like 4, and I'm like, oh, I put like 10. But that's just my honest opinion of like, I could see myself doing these or not sort of thing. So yeah. And then I have water right here in case I need it. In case I get nervous sort of thing. And then I just have like, there's a mirror right here, so I might be looking at myself for it a bit and actually not looking at you guys, just like see myself smiling kind of thing and make sure I'm smiling the whole time. And I have Stitch here as support. So yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that like I mute my laptop when it starts and everything like that, like when 10:45 comes around, which is now in 16 minutes. So this intro managed to kill some time. But yeah, I don't have ears with me here, so I couldn't wear ears, but I do have my Disneyland Spirit tee, because I am hoping that I get in, and I am hoping that I get into Disneyland, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is the hope. So I just hope I say enough. I hope I don't ramble or stutter, but those things happen, and if they do, then that, you know what, we're gonna just roll with it. So yeah. Oh, the sound stopped. Did they leave? They didn't leave, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up. We might just be taking a break. I would love if they would just go, but probably not the case. 5 minutes left right now. It looks like the noise is still... They're gone. Oh my god. Okay, cool. So it looks like there won't be any noise, which I'm so happy about. It wasn't like a big thing, but that still made me kind of nervous that they would hear and be confused as to why I was in a noisy area when it specifically says on the email and stuff like that not to be. But yay. Thank you. Thank God. But yeah, now it's 10:40, which means starting in 5 minutes they can call me anytime within the next half an hour. So I'm still watching Lion King. I'm trying to sing along and like comment on the movie and trying to relax and do my best, because I don't want to overthink the interview right before it happens, because that'll just like shoot myself in the foot. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing that, but
look at the stars. The great king
it's the most dramatic scene I could
look down on us from those stars.
Really?
Yes. So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you. And so will I.
10:52 right now. Just watched Scar sing "Be Prepared," which I'm like, I feel like I'm just singing about the interview at this point. And I skipped obviously the next few scenes because it's literally when Mufasa dies and then Simba gets all sad and then is told to run away and stuff. Didn't think that was the best thing to watch right now. So now I'm gonna get to the part where we meet Timon and Simba. I keep like randomly staring at my phone and being like, are you gonna ring? Do you work? Hello? Are you gonna ring? But yeah, 22 minutes left for when they could call me.
Ew, gross.
Hello? Yes, this is her. Hi. Good, how are you, Tanner? Yes, that is correct. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, actually, so this is the first time that I have my own room. For the past other 3 years, I've shared a room with a roommate. Sure. I'd say that the only time that we've really had any miscommunication is usually when we actually move back in, is we share storage together, so then we'll need to figure out who's coming first, and sometimes that person has to move in everything on their own. So my roommate had to do that last time actually, which I felt really bad about, so then like I got her pizza and everything, and like made sure I handled everything to make sure that like it's easier on her because she has to move in all of our stuff on her own then, but that's really been it. Yeah. Well, I have 3 different friends that have done this program. I have one that did the Disneyland, and then 2 of them did Disney World, came back, and then went and did it again because they loved it so much. So I just heard great things about it from them, and I've just always been interested in how Disney operates and their business style and everything. I was actually, our school offers this cool opportunity where it has a Disney leadership program where we were able to, I was one of the people chosen to get to go to Epcot, and we got to have like a workshop there and everything, and just learn more about what Disney does in terms of guest services and everything like that. So I would really love to now like go and actually practice that as opposed to just learn the theory of it, sort of thing. So. Well, I'm a film major, and I'm also studying theater as well, like as a minor, and so I'm hoping to in the future work in film in Disney. So yeah, so I'm hoping that ideally I'd go and do a Disney college program, and then be able to from there maybe do a professional internship, and just I really like the Disney culture overall. I grew up watching the movies and going to the parks and everything, so I'd really like the chance to get to like learn more about it and see more how it is in the parks, and then from there hopefully transition that into film, because attitude on film sets are very important as well. So I would hope that that would teach me a lot that could transfer into that. Yeah. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that is so cool. That I love that story. Thank you for that. I didn't know that they did that. Yeah, because I do. Mhm. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Well, I would say that mostly in terms of my career goals, I would say the ones that contributed the most would probably be what I had in terms of the theater side, that I was able to go and help put on so many shows here at my university. One of which is like this semester we're doing High School Musical, and I'm directing it, so I'm super excited for that. We have auditions next weekend actually, so I'm getting ready for that. And I would say besides that also, like, I was able to, which is a strange job when I tell people that I've been a birthday clown before. So that one was definitely, I was able to learn a lot with that, and I've done acting aside from that as well, so I've gotten to just learn how to perform and work with kids and everything like that. And working with kids, I think, really taught me different things, like patience above all, I would say. which was really nice because that's definitely something that, again, it translates into film sets, and all of these jobs definitely like volunteering as well in terms of having to stand for long periods of time. I'm sure, as you know, like film sets can be as long as like 12-hour sets sort of thing. And yeah, so I was just able to learn a lot of that, and then also just in terms of organizing and communicating and just working on a team, which all are part of what I want to do as a career. So, of course. So for when it comes to production, something that I always have the producer do at the start of each one is that they give a workshop going over how you act with the different actors, how you act with the director, and how when it comes to fight calls, how important those are to practice the different fight routines ahead of time for each show, just in terms of safety. And then when we go and move our space into the theater, then I come in and I walk everyone through like where different things are, what to not touch. Like for example, when we change the lighting setup, that is definitely something that we need multiple hands on deck with, helping with the ladder and someone watching where we're going and everything like that, and making sure that everyone is aware of their surroundings, especially when it's such a new space. So just making sure of not only that, to make sure that the cast members know the area, know where they're going to be performing, but also to make sure that when the time does come for the guests to come in and watch the show, for the audience to come in, to make sure that they're aware of like what the show is, and if, for example, there's going to be cast members walking through the aisles, which we sometimes do, that they're aware of that ahead of time and everything, just so that no one's surprised or no one runs into each other or anything like that. Yes, of course. I've been, since high school, since I was volunteering at the blood center, since then I've gotten used to long shifts. I would sometimes have 10-hour long shifts where I'm just standing and making sure that every donor is doing well and everything like that. So very much used to that, and I'm of course used to the weather because of Miami over here. So okay, yeah, so actually that is a role that one of my friends was able to do at Disney World when she went on her college program, and she told me that she really liked it and about all the guest interaction, and I actually watched the video that they have online last night, because that's one of the longer ones. I thought that was actually one of the cooler videos that I saw on there, because I just thought it was really cool that you get so much guest interaction while also just maintaining like a clean environment and everything. And I even saw a video the other day of someone filming one of the custodial workers at the park singing a song while she was cleaning the bathrooms, and it was just really cool. So I just think it's nice that you get to be able to walk throughout the park in your area and get to meet different guests while also just maintaining a safe environment for everyone, and a healthy environment as well. I think that in terms of the best ones suited, I would probably say attractions would be one of them, and then I really like vacation planner. That one seemed cool, and then I think costuming is also definitely one of them, just because I'm also taking a costuming class this semester, a costume design class, so I think it'd be really cool to get to see all the different kinds of costumes that Disney uses in the different areas and everything. And then yeah, attractions, just mainly because I love interacting with guests and everything like that, so I thought that would be really cool, especially if it's something like Thunder Mountain or something like that. Yes, I was actually wondering if you've done the college program or how you got involved with Disney. That's so cool. I've always wanted to go and visit that resort. That's so cool. Well, it worked. I want to go now, so. Thank you so much, Tanner. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's done. That's it. I didn't have to use my cards once. They didn't ask any of these questions. He actually asked very few questions, and he only asked about Disneyland specifically, which makes me think that I'll get Disneyland, which would be awesome. That's my preference, of course. But I don't know which role I would get, because I feel like, I don't know, I talked about a few of them and stuff like that. I mean, obviously this is all an assumption that I get in the first place, which I really hope I do. I don't know if I talked enough or talked too fast or anything. So I have no clue, and I'm obviously not going to watch this interview back because that's not going to help. But it's done, and I talked to Tanner, and he was so nice, and I told him about film, and I barely told him anything honestly, but he was so nice. He was saying that he can't wait to see my name like up in lights when I work on a Disney movie and stuff like that, which is literally my dream of dreams. So yeah, my goodness, it's already done. I think there's footage of when I went to answer the phone, like when the phone started ringing, I was like, and I picked it up with the wrong hand. Like, I'm a left-handed person, so I think I ended up switching at some point because I think it ended up in my left hand, but I don't know when that happened. But yeah, definitely scary, but it's all done. So hopefully it went well. Hopefully I get in. He was so cool. He talked to me about how he didn't do the Disney College program, but about how he worked at Aulani in Hawaii, which is like one of my bucket list places in Disney to go to now, which he basically ended up, and he said it himself, like ended up advertising it at the end. And it just sounded so cool to the point where I was like, no, I just want to go there and work there instead. But, oh my gosh, wow. That wasn't that bad. It's all done. Oh my god. That was so cool. And that was fast too. It was 23 minutes, so not as short as I was worried it would be. Yeah, hopefully I made a good impression, and hopefully I am accepted. I don't know if I didn't cover enough or not, sort of thing. Hopefully I answered the questions well. There was one question that he asked, that's another thing. I don't know if I'm going to remember the questions when I post this, so I should probably write them down now. But there was one question that he asked that I don't know if I answered, where I was like answering and then I just kind of veered off, and then I was like, wait, what was the question? But I don't know if that means that I should have written down the questions each time, but I don't know if that would have been the best idea either. But hopefully I answered things to the best that I could, sort of thing. But yeah, that's it for this video. We'll see how that happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this is the first of my Disney College Program videos. If I am, for some reason, not able to go to the spring 2019 one, I will apply again in spring for the fall. And then after that, that's my last chance, I think. So hopefully that's all good. Hopefully I make it in this time and it's all okay. But yeah, I'm all done. That was my that's the end of my application for Disney College Program. Now it's in their hands. Tanner writes down whether or not he thinks I'm a good fit, what roles he thinks I'm a good fit for, if he does. And then it gets passed off on to Christy, I'm pretty sure, from what I gathered on Twitter. And then that's it. My goodness.